Hello, this is James Arthur Ray, and welcome to The Leader's Edge, your triple shot to more powerfully lead your life and your business. I want to thank you for tuning in. Let's talk about one of the major excuses, maybe the most frequently used excuses that I hear people use all the time. Maybe one of those people is you. They tell me, James, I don't have time. Well, let me be completely frank here. That's lame. And in fact, it's a flat out lie. Let's break it down and I'll show you why that's true. Every single week of your life contains 168 hours. Each of us has 168 hours every single week. Now, if you have a job, you're on payroll, it requires a minimum of 40 hours of those 168. You with me? Now, some people work more than that. Obviously, entrepreneurs do and leaders do. But let's just push it up to 50 to be overly conservative. So you have 168 hours in the week and you work, let's say, 50. So you're redeeming 50 hours of your very life, the only one you have, for a job and a paycheck. Now, I want you to think about that for a second. And ask yourself, is it worth 50 hours of my entire life that I'll never get back to trade this for a paycheck? You only get one life, so make sure you're trading it for something worthy. Now, after you subtract 50 from the 168, that still leaves you with 118 hours to work with. All right? Stick with me. Now, if you sleep 8 hours per night, by the way, if you sleep 8 hours per night, I think you should really sleep faster and sleep less. You know, research, I won't spin off into it, but the National Sleep Foundation can't even tell us how much sleep we need per night. We've been programmed to believe we need 8 hours, but there's a lot of late breaking research that proves that people who sleep more than 6.5 to 7 hours a night actually die younger. Ouch. Anyway, I digress. If you sleep 8 hours per night, that's 56 hours of your entire life that you're redeeming every single week for sleep. Multiply that out over the balance of an average lifespan, that's 33% of your entire life that you redeem, give away, spend sleeping. 33%. So, what did you accomplish? I got a lot of sleep. Now, subtract 56. Let's keep up with the math here. Remember, 56 hours is 8 hours a night for an entire week. Take 56 from the 118 that we have left over when we subtract out the 50 hours from the 168. And that leaves you with 62 hours per week to do something meaningful and masterful. You still have 62 hours. But James, I have kids. Okay, all right. Let's give you 2 full hours per day to interact and play with your kids. That's 14 hours a week. Now subtract 14 from that 62, and that still leaves 48 hours per week for you to do something meaningful and masterful, to build your dreams. 48 hours. That's the equivalent of a full-time job. Are you with me? What the hell are you doing with your time? What the hell are you doing with your life? Well, I'll tell you what Nielsen tells us. Nielsen reports tell us that the average individual watches TV 5 hours per day. That's 35 hours per week. And guess what? They're training their kids to do the very same thing. Boy, now that's a good thing to trade and redeem your life for, isn't it? I mean, what's the ROI on those 35 hours? Even if you're that amateurish to watch 35 hours of television per week that give you absolutely nothing, let's just follow this through. Subtract 35 hours of wasted TV hours from 48 that we had left over, and that still gives you 13 hours that we haven't yet accounted for. Are you beginning to see how the, quote, I don't have time excuse is just that? An excuse. It's lame. It's not true. Here's the truth. Most people would rather go to a concert than create and play their own music. Most people would rather watch a football game than to get in the game of life and business. Most would rather watch a TV show than to star in their own show. As stated, you have all the time there is. We all do. You just have to want it badly enough to let go of all the BS and to get committed and get busy. So what are you committed to? I mean, really. I hope I've given you some things to think about and, more importantly, act upon. If I can help you to become more productive, to lead your life and business more powerfully, it would be an honor and a privilege to do so. Visit my website, www.jamesray.com, and there you'll find a whole host and variety of online programs and products to do just that. You'll find my pre-orders for my new book, The Business of Redemption. You'll find opportunities to meet me live and work with me face-to-face in our live events. You'll find coaching opportunities where we have a whole host, variety of options. We have, live Q&As online. We have group coaching. We have online coaching. We have one-on-one coaching. We have business consulting and a whole lot more. Again, I appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. And until we speak again, be a leader, a real leader. Live your purpose, which means you have to define it and find it and take your power back. Have a masterful day.